Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Agnes. If you're new here, so am I. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to infill these strawberry nails that I did on myself 3 weeks ago. The link is on screen just now if you'd like to go check out that video. My hands aren't in the best way at the moment. My little kitten has had a go at me, so I do apologise. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to sanitize my hands using the Nail Order's sanitizer spray in 1 in a million, which literally smells like sexy men in a bottle. I've already switched on my dust extractor, which is the Salon Air by Vodex. I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit of an investment, but it's absolutely worth it. I would recommend it to anybody. If you're wanting to do nails for the long run, you've got to protect your lungs. I actually posted a short on my channel of me changing the filter on the Vodex, and it's absolutely mesmerising how much dust is in there and all that would otherwise get in the air and in your lungs, quite frankly. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about the dust extractor now. I just get really excited about the dust extractor. Anyways, here I am. I'm going in with the e-file and I'm removing the old gel polish and design that's on my nails. And the bit that I'm using for that is the Penny by Willow Academy. It's a rounded smooth top barrel which allows you to get really close to the cuticle, which is great for infills. If you have any bits of lifting at the cuticle area, it's really quick and easy to sort of flake it away with this drill bit. The builder gel that I have on my nails here is Juliet, which is lovely. It's got a slight sparkle through it, but I am going to change it this time to Teddy, so I am removing the bulk of this so the sparkle doesn't shine through. Such a clean gel removal. That drill bit has done so much for us already. Using a hand file, this one is by the gel bottle, I'm going over the regrowth area and I'm removing all shine off of my natural nails. These etchings will make the new product adhere to the nails, and I'm just going over the whole nail, making sure everything is nice and smooth and even for new product application. Now in this video you will just see me work on my left hand. I'm going to catch up with my other hand off camera because this video is going to be long enough as it is. Now I must admit, last time when I did my nails, the strawberry nails, I was being a little bit lazy and I did just do a block colour on my non-dominant hand. I didn't care too much about the two hands not matching because I didn't have any plans and I wasn't going anywhere. But this time, me and my partner, we are heading up north. So we live in Scotland, just outside Glasgow. We are going to head up to the mountains for the weekend. So Saturday until Tuesday, I think we're back. So I thought I'll make a little bit of effort this time and I'll do the design on both hands. I'm actually super excited about this little trip because I haven't actually really been anywhere since January this year when I had my operation, so it'll be nice to get out and see some lovely scenery of Scotland. Now whilst I was blabbing away, I was filing my nails into a lovely almond shape. I'm going to do the same with the other hand. Moving on to cuticle work, using my e-file and the flame drill bit by Willow Academy, I'm going to lift the cuticles up and push them back. I'm working from the top down to the left side, and then I'm going to hit the reverse button and do the same on the other side. Now if you watched the video of me doing my nails the last time, the strawberry nails, you would know that this cuticle work is not quite as satisfying as what it was in that video. I hadn't done my nails for 2 months, so my cuticles were growing like wild over my nails. So I'm sorry it's not quite as satisfying this time because they are that little bit more tamed. I have switched the rotation now and I'm working my way back on the nails, top down to the right hand side. Using Navy Pro's superfine nips in Katey, I'm going to go ahead and nip the cuticles. I swear this never gets old for me. I find removing dry cuticles so satisfying. Let me know down in the comments below what's your favourite part about doing nails. One of my lovely subscribers, Coffee Mugs 1, left a comment on one of my videos saying that she really likes to watch the part during the gel removal when filing down your nail of the old product. The sound of the file on the hard gel is oddly soothing and good to watch. Thank you so much for your comments. I assume you were referring to the bit where I was using the e-file to remove gel polish before prep. I'll be honest, it's very noisy because of the dust extractor being on in the background, but I'll let you hear a little snippet. I'm going to come back to that comment in just a second, but as you can see, I've removed all dry cuticle and I've done that on both hands. Then with acetone, I'm going to wipe the nails of any oils and to dehydrate the nail plate. Today I'm going to be using the Gel Bottles Teddy, which is a builder in a bottle, or Biab or Biab, it gets all sorts of names. And I'm just applying a thin coat of that on the nails, applying firm pressure just to push it into those etchings that we put on the nail, and then I'm going to cure that in the lamp for 90 seconds in a low heat mode. So yeah, it was a bit noisy with the dust extractor on, wasn't it? I'm a bit reluctant to remove product with the e-file without the dust extractor on, as those kinds of drill bits plus the e-file with high speed RPM really throws the dust up in the air, which is of course not good for one's lungs, as I mentioned before. But with that being said, I refine builder in a bottle with a hand file, which doesn't throw dust in the air in the way that the e-file does, so I've included the audio there, so keep on watching, it's going to come up in a bit. With regards to your question, how thin the product should get to during the filing process, well, it depends. If I'm using a coloured or cover gel, I like to file it down until I can slightly see my natural nail showing through. That way I can identify if there are any problems or lifting, etc. that I need to deal with. With clear overlay products, I don't file down as much as I can see through it what's going on underneath. Now here I'm picking up my builder gel by wiping one side with the brush clean and then halfway down the other, and as you can see it kind of collects like a bead at the bottom, and I'm placing that on the nail, tucking it right up close to the cuticle and then just kind of dragging it down. Slow motions, I'm kind of letting the product do its own thing. It's self-leveling, so you just need to kind of guide the product where you want it to go. I think the trick is to not overwork the product, leave it for 10 seconds before curing it, and you can check the reflection in the light to see if it's smooth. I'm working on one nail at a time to prevent the product from flooding the cuticle or the side walls, so I'm curing each nail in the lamp for 90 seconds under the low heat mode. Now I'm going to catch my breath for a moment, so I'll leave you to enjoy watching me apply builder gel on the rest of these nails. Feel free to skip forward using the timeline down below, the chapters are highlighted on there. And I'm back, and I've applied builder gel on all 5 nails. All I need to do now is catch up with the other hand, and just like that. Imagine if only it happened as quick as that. Anyway, I'm really happy with my application, but I am never quite happy enough to not refine the nails. I never go straight in with the gel polish, so here I am. Like promised, I'm going to include the audio of me filing, and I will mention that this bit is sped up ever so slightly. Now there we have our freshly refined nails, beautiful. Now I'm going to go in with the Gel Bottles buffer, and using the fine side I am going to buff over the nails to remove all filing lines. It'll just make the gel polish apply a little bit smoother. And I'm just showing you this on 2 nails because all the filing and buffing is quite repetitive, so let's just skip forward. Oh, so nice, clean and fresh looking. I'm going to catch up on the other hand and then we're ready for our gel polish application. Now I'm going in with the Gel Bottles Gel Polish in Silk. Now you might be sitting there thinking, well what's the point in doing that? It looks the exact same colour as your builder gel. Because I could go straight on the builder gel with the nail art, Now, confessions of a nail technician who is very OCD. I like to apply a base of gel polish because it gives me smoother lines if I'm doing nail art, as opposed to going straight onto the builder gel with the nail art. Sometimes there's minuscule filing lines and the gel can just bleed into those lines and it just looks a bit messy. You can get sharper lines this way. Oh, I absolutely love this colour. It's so clean and fresh looking. Gonna cure that for 60 seconds in the lamp and then I'm going to grab my palette. Dispensing onto it the gel bottle colours in Vintage Wine, Grenadine, Pink Ribbon, Hubba Bubba, and last but not least, Daisy. Okay, so for this nail art, I actually haven't really planned out what it is exactly that I'm going to do. So this is my inspiration or my mood board. So I'm going for a sort of a sunset, corally, groovy, cactusy vibe. I really like those colours together, the pinky orangey type thing. And I like the cactuses, I like the swirly lines, and I'm really digging that white with the black contrast. So I'm definitely going to incorporate that in my design as well. So I'm pretty much just going with the flow and seeing what I end up with. So therefore I am flash curing my nails lots in between, adding little aspects because I don't know what I'm going to do next. And I'm working on all the nails at the same time, just adding bits here and there. The brush I am using is the number 1 liner brush by the gel bottle. It's actually a little bit tired looking. I've had it for a long time, so I'm going to order a new one when I next place an order with them. I just want to point out that from this video I have removed the clips of me putting my hand in the lamp to flash cure different aspects of the nail art that I'm adding on the nails, because it was accumulating to almost a minute of the video, and like I say, this video is pretty long already as it is, but I am curing each little line that I'm doing because otherwise it would be a sloppy mess. I don't really know how to commentate or explain exactly what I'm doing with the nail art because I'm just kind of going with the flow, doing loads of swirls and shapes. So I'm just going to leave you to watch and enjoy. Now at this point I was kind of debating whether or not to do the cactuses because I really just like the pink and coral theme and I wasn't too sure about putting the green on there, but I'm going ahead with it anyway. So I'm dispensing a little bit of Lima and Pavilion Garden on my palette. Now if you watch my videos, you would know about my little kitten called Freya. She is a little rascal and she tends to jump up on top of the nail disc just to make her presence known. Now to my surprise, she didn't do that with this video. However, she has been a little nuisance, or shall I say a little helper today when I've been scripting and making notes for this video.
Leave it. Do stuff. Don't put that in your mouth.
I was right to go with my gut in the end. The green looks great, adds a pop of colour. Now with the pinky, it looked too much like a strawberry in the end, so I'm flattening the kind of pinky area out a little bit so it's less strawberry-like. Now going in with the daisy, the white, I'm adding the white swirls which are going to have black dots on them. Swapping and changing again with what I'm doing and when. Here I go in with another cactus before I go ahead and do the black dots on the white lines. Using the Gel Bottle Studio Gel in Jet Black, I am picking that up with the same liner brush that I've been using throughout the design, and I'm just doing little dots. I'm not too worried about them being perfect. Switching it up again, going in with another cacti plant. While I do that, here's a little tip. Rather than cleaning your brush with a wipe and acetone every single time you change colours, I kind of just swirl my brush on the palette and that takes off the colour if I'm changing to another one. I do occasionally use a wipe and acetone, but not constantly. Just a quicker method to change in between colours. Now I'm mixing a little bit of that jet black into the Pavilion Garden, and that's to make up a darker green for the shading for the cactuses. So I'm just applying it where I think the shadow should go, and I'm going to do that for all the cactuses. The cactuses definitely needed the shading. It just makes them look so much more realistic. Now I'm going to add some daisy to, I think it was the lima, and I'm going to mix them together to make a lighter green to make some highlights. So I'm applying that to the higher points of the cactuses where the light should go. Now at this point I was so happy that I did decide to go ahead with the cactuses. It's been definitely one of those sets where you're like, I'm quite happy with how it is, but I might add something, but maybe I shouldn't, but maybe I should. So I'm definitely glad I added them, and the whole design at this point is really coming together. I think it's super cool. I love the colour contrast between everything. It looks fresh, but it looks groovy. I think I've definitely hit it on the nail with my mood board. Now going in with the Gel Bottles Extreme Shine top coat, I'm going to top coat the nails, encase the design, seal it all in, making sure to cap the edges. I'm going to do that for all 5 nails, then pop it in the lamp for a full cure at 60 seconds, and oh, look, amazing. Now I'm going to do all that all over again on the other hand, and for your enjoyment it happens in seconds, so here we are, that's the finished result. Now there has never been a more appropriate moment to use the Nail Order's Cactus and Sea Salt Cuticle Oil. Look how aesthetically pleasing this is, what a match! I'm going to brush it around all my nails so my cuticles can drink up all that juicy hydrational goodness. Just giving it a little rub in, and let's have a little reflectional moment. This is what we started off with today, and here we have the finished result. What a transformation. Oh, I love my job. And I hope you loved this video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to hit the bell button to keep up with my future videos. Until next time, bye!